Hello class 11, how are you all? Hope you are doing good, right? Today we are going to discuss about bank reconciliation statement. Very headache topic. There are so many methods to do. Whichever method you feel it is easy, you can follow that method. Okay, I am gonna giving you three types of methods. Okay, whichever is easy for you, you can do. I think little bit lengthy. You will be receiving so many videos on this topic. Okay, because each method at least 2 or 3 videos will go on. So let us try to finish as early as possible. First, let us know. First, the introduction will be same for everything. Got it? The introduction will be same for everything. So this you can keep it as common one. Okay, first let us know what is bank reconciliation statement. That we will know first. Okay, bank reconciliation statement. This is before that let us discuss how do generally we do the transactions. Earlier it was cash transactions or credit transaction, is it? So when we are receiving or we are making the payment, earlier we used to do through cash only. After that, slowly we have adopted using checks. Okay, bank, we have adopted using bank transactions. What are those? Bank transactions. Okay, when bank transactions are there, that means who is our owner of the business? Always we used to take Munna, right? So Munna is the owner of our business. He opened current account in the bank. Okay, he opened current account in the bank. Through current account only he will be doing his transactions. Why not savings account? Business and organizations will be opening current accounts only, not savings account. Okay, so now we are doing so many transactions through bank and we are doing so many transactions through cash also. So what do we prepare? We will be preparing cash book. You are having cash book with you, bank will be having passbook. Whenever you open the book, whenever you open the account, you receive one passbook. Correct? So don't tell ma'am passbook we are having. How can you say bank is having passbook? You are having the passbook, but it is printed by bank only. Whatever transactions happened in the bank, that they are showing to you. Okay, when you are writing, that you will be entering in the cash book. We are having 2-column cash book earlier we prepared, you remember? So from there only we are doing. Got it? So that entry we are doing. Now what happened? If I give one work to 2 people, the same thing I do. I will give 20 to 30 numbers to do the total. I am sure if I give to 10 people, 7 people will get the same answer. 3 of them will be giving the different answer. Sometimes can't say half of them will be giving the different answers. Correct? So on small work itself, when 2 people are doing, you are committing so many mistakes. If one place bank is doing, one place you are doing the account. Your cash book you are preparing. Passbook will be prepared by the bank. Okay. Cash book you are preparing. Passbook bank is preparing. So whatever you know, you are writing here. You deposited into the bank. So obviously you will write down I have deposited the money or I have paid the money. Or when you received the check, you will mention I have received the check. Correct. And immediately you write down here, yes, I made the payment in the deposit column. So you will be sending those checks to the bank immediately. Correct? Then they will be crediting that. There is so many times whenever you deposit the money, it may take 1 day, sometimes it may take 2 days. Sometimes you may issue the check. You give check to someone. Will they receive that amount immediately? No. Sometimes it may take 2 days also, sometimes it may take 1 week also. Such kind of things are there. Don't tell me ma'am now net banking is there, GPay is there, that and all you don't tell. It is there, but we are following manually the same passbook and cash book procedure only. Let us follow the passbook cash book procedure because we need marks, isn't it? And you need to know how to do this one, so you have to learn these things. Clear? So now you are writing in your book that you have made the payment. Okay, your amount has gone. You write down in the payment side that I have issued the check from my bank column, money is gone. But to whom I have given, that person may not deposit immediately. So my passbook will not reduce the money. Correct? In the bank, he is not going to reduce the money. Now you got the difference or not? If this transaction happened at the month ending, every month ending we used to close our accounts. Again from next month we will be opening the accounts. So that time what will happen? This transaction happened on 30th. Okay, so you wrote up my bank column reduced by 10,000. So here also bank column should reduce, right? Because they are making the payment, but they didn't reduce because they didn't do it. Correct? Now 10,000 difference we got in both the places. So such kind of changes are, such kind of differences will be coming. So these differences to rectify, we are preparing bank reconciliation statement. Got it? Understood why we are preparing bank reconciliation statement? First, let us discuss why do we get the differentiations. What are the chances to get the differentiations? And after that, we'll go for one small format also. Problem, if possible, we'll do now, or else we'll do in the next class. Okay, first let us know why do we get the differentiations, what are the parts, or what are the mistakes, or what are the most of the times differentiation reasons, that we will discuss now. And after that, what are the steps, how do we prepare, that also we will be doing here. Okay, and after that I will give you one method of format. I said you total 3 methods are there, no? I will give you one method of format. Okay, so now let me discuss. I am having bank is having passbook and I am having cash book. Okay, bank is having passbook, I am having cash book. Okay, whatever I am doing here, it will be opposite to the passbook. Whatever I am doing in the cash book, that will be opposite to the passbook. Okay, when you received the money, it will be debit side for you. Don't you remember? Receipts, debit side, payments, credit side. That is what we used to write. Correct? Receipts, debit side, payments, credit side. That is what we used to write. Isn't it? Now, here what will happen? Whatever we are doing debit, passbook will be doing opposite. Whatever you are doing credit, passbook will be doing debit. Got it? Okay. Now what happened? What is the first reason? Actual balance I am having 10,000. Here also they are having 10,000. If I got debit balance, what is that called? Positive balance. Correct? Balance brought down. That means in your hand you are having 10,000 rupees. So in the passbook also same thing. Whatever in your passbook you are having the balance of 10,000 rupees. Next, what happened? First, you have deposited some money. You have deposited some money. Where you have deposited? In the bank. Or else you have issued the check. Issued the check means you need to make the payment. That means Munna need to make the payment. To whom? As usual are Munni. Munna made the payment to Munni. How he made the payment? He gave her check. He gave her check. So what is this? This is issue for us. Correct? It is a payment for us. For Munna, it is a payment. So payment where I should write? I am supposed to write down here. 3,000 rupees. Okay? What is the check amount? 3,000 rupees. Now what is the balance I should have? 10,000 was there. 3,000 already I have paid. I am supposed to have 7,000. Our Munni is really very lazy. As usual, girls are little bit lazy. Sometimes they don't prefer to go out. Bank works and all, they try to avoid that. Isn't it? I am sure you people don't want to go out for these kind of works. Other works, yes, we will go. So she didn't go and deposit. She didn't go and deposit that or present that or submitted that in the bank. So until and unless they don't submit, why do they will remove that amount? They don't take off. No, you remember whenever amount cuts, what is the message you receive in your SMS? Your so and so account has been debited. So that means if we made the payment, you are supposed to write down this 3,000 here. Now if you find the balance, you will be having 7,000. And here also you will be getting 7,000. Correct? But here she didn't present. She didn't present that one yet. So now what is the balance? In the passbook 10,000 only there. But you yourself made the payment, immediately you made the entry. So for you 7,000 is there. So 3,000 difference we got. Correct? When you find 3,000 difference, obviously immediately you will keep, oh my god, what happened to my money? Isn't it? So this is one reason. we have issued the check, we have issued the check, but they have not deposited that one. Okay, or they have not presented, they have not credited anything, they have not cleared that one. Anything can call it. So that is one reason. One more thing, you have deposited into the bank but not yet credited. You have deposited, so 3,000 you have deposited. Now what should be your balance? Your balance should be 13,000. Your balance should be 13,000. But when you sent on 29th or on 30th, you would have sent. But when they have credited that one, they credited next month. So when you are doing in the month ending, you will be having 13,000 balance in your account, but they are having only 10,000. So where 3,000 gone? So again we got difference, right? This is one more reason. One is checks issued but not cleared or but not debited. Another one, checks deposited, that means we deposited but not credited. These are two reasons. Next, sometimes after 3 months, after 1 month, because of using credit cards, checkbook, for so many reasons, bank will be charging some charges. Those are called as bank charges, that it will not inform you, you have to make the payment, can I cut from your account, that and all. It will not ask directly, it will cut. Those are called as bank charges. Okay, for your expenses where you will write in the cash book, I will be writing credit side, but I said in the passbook it will be opposite, so they will be writing here. Now what is the balance for them? 9,700 is the balance for passbook according to the bank. But you don't know that they have cut that one. So according to you, you will be maintaining 10,000 only, because you don't know that they cut my bank charges. Some of the amount got cut because of bank charges. We don't know that one. So we are showing, or we are thinking we have 10,000, but you are having only 9,700. Okay. So expenses directly paid by bank. This is one reason. Not only this, sometimes if you are having any overdraft or something on that interest, directly bank only will pay. Sometimes you may connect your bank account with the current bill, water bill. Directly every month end it will only make the payment. So that time you don't know that. So directly they will be charging. So here from your bank account amount is reducing. But in your cash book, until and unless you cross check, you don't mention that one, right? So now you got some difference. Sometimes you maintain a proper balance. So that time bank, sometimes it will credit. It will add some money in your account, that is called as interest. They have paid you interest 1,000 rupees. Okay, why it is credited? Because whatever receipt you get, receipt we will be writing debit side. In the passbook it is opposite, I have written credit side. Now what is the balance? 11,000 is the balance in my passbook. But now in the cash book it is only 10,000. 1,000 gone. Right? So any receipts received by bank directly, that also you will not know. Sometimes what happens? Some of the payments I am supposed to receive from my debtors. Okay, I sold the goods. They paid directly into the bank. Okay, until and unless I check my passbook, I will not enter, but directly they would have made the payment. So that transactions also came. How many types of transactions have come? Because of that, there will be so many changes. Okay, sometimes you will see only 10 transactions because you made only 10, but you received here, you made the payments here. You may get 12 or 15 transactions through the passbook. So we have to cross check, and again we are rectifying that. We are making the passbook and cash book balance equal. Got it? So this is the main reason why we are preparing bank reconciliation statement. Is that clear to you all? So now let's go to the steps, or else directly we will go to the format. Directly going to the format can be easy. Let us do it. Okay. So let's do it. Let us check the format. We are writing the format. Along with the steps itself I will tell you. Okay. Fine. As I said, passbook with the bank, cash book with you. If cash book debit, passbook will be credit. If cash book credit, passbook will be debit. Got it? So it goes exactly opposite. So keep that one in your mind. And after that, this is not an account. It is just a statement. We don't have any debit or credit. Directly particulars, rupees, amount. Some of them may keep one serial number also to write down one after one transaction. So if you want, I will keep that also. Serial number to write down the numbers. Some of them may mention the dates also, but according to your questions, I don't think so you will get the date. If you get the date, please mention the date here. Okay, if we mention the date, it will be good, but in the questions I used to check only numbers, serial numbers. So we are writing only serial number. Okay, so the first one, what I said, balance they will be giving to you. You will be finding the balance. So now for passbook, balance will be credit side. Okay, if you don't remember passbook, cash book, we have done so many questions, right? So you know what is the balance of cash book. Cash book balance will be always debit. So remember this one. Balance of cash book will be debit. So passbook will be opposite, that will be credit. So they may ask you debit balance of cash book or balance as per cash book. Got it? And here balance as per passbook or else credit balance of passbook. If they don't mention overdraft or something, default it is balance. Got it? That is positive balance. Now, if overdraft amount expenses are more than income, then you will be getting a kind of loss or something, right? That is called as overdraft. So overdraft will be credit side. If overdraft is here, here it will be overdraft. Got it? So now how you can see cash book balance, passbook overdraft comes same side. Passbook balance and cash book overdraft comes same side. Understood? Now you keep in your mind once again. Passbook balance and cash book overdraft, both of them will come same side. Passbook overdraft and cash book balance will be coming same side. So now if I start with balance as per passbook or overdraft as per cash book. Balance as per passbook or overdraft as per cash book, the same format will be working out. Okay, anything they can give, you can follow the same format. Instead of remembering 4 formats, I am completing this with a single format. Okay, please try to understand this format very well. If you understand this one, it will be very easy for you to solve the question. 12 marks, 14 marks, whatever marks question comes, you will get exact marks. Okay, now check it out. Passbook balance, cash book overdraft, both will be same side. Passbook overdraft, cash book balance will be same side. So now what I am writing, balance as per passbook or overdraft as per cash book. Okay, if you start with that, the balance what you are finding will be the opposite. If you started with balance as per passbook, the answer will be balance as per cash book. If you start with overdraft as per cash book, the answer will be overdraft as per passbook. Got it? If it is opposite, if you started with overdraft as per passbook, the answer will be overdraft as per cash book. Got it? That is how you will be receiving the answers. Now, this is one what they have given. Some you are gonna add, some we are gonna subtract. Why we are gonna add, why we are gonna subtract? Yes, that we will discuss. First, let me finish this one. Okay. First, we are gonna add few things. We are gonna subtract few more things. Okay. According to the transaction, you have to take the step. Whether we are gonna add it or we are gonna subtract it. Here what I have given, balance as per passbook. So I got balance as per passbook 10,000. So I have to keep this in your mind. So here also I am supposed to get 10,000. I am not getting what I should do, that I will be showing to you. Okay. So now what is the first point can come. In the question you can see one after one transactions will be there. You just write down add and less at a time. Read the transaction. If it is added, write down here. If it is subtract, write down here. You need not to remember only all the adds at a time, only all the less at a time. That you don't try to do. Got it? Just read the transaction. Wherever it comes, you just write it down. Okay. The first transaction what we are going to discuss is, the first transaction what I am taking is checks deposited into bank. When I have deposited the checks into bank, that time what will happen? Whenever you have deposited the checks into bank, that means receipt only, right? So we are writing here how much? 1000 rupees. Got it? You have written 1000 rupees here. What was the balance? 10,000. Now how much I should have? 11,000 I should have. But what happened? They didn't credit or they didn't clear it. Anything they can call it. It can be cleared, it can be credited, anything they can call it. Okay. So how much balance is there? 10,000 is only there. Now to make it equal, what I should do? I have to add this one. Then only it will become 11,000. Isn't it? So now where I should write? Checks deposited or paid into bank, but not, it can be called credited or cleared, anything they can tell. Okay, that kind of checks we will be adding. That kind of checks we will be adding here. Understood why we are adding? No, to make it equal we are adding them. Now if any kind of expenses, directly bank pays, if any kind of expenses directly bank is making the payment, what we should do then? You have to add them. So I am writing expenses paid by bank. All the expenses paid by the bank will be added. Okay, that much is enough. Checks if you deposited and you didn't credit them. Okay, if it is credited properly, you need not to think about that. When it is not credited correctly, then only you got the difference. Correct? So such kind of transactions we are gonna add to the balance of passbook. Okay, if any expenses paid by the bank, not by you. Okay, if it is by you, you will be writing here. Isn't it? But it is not done by you. It is done by the bank directly. Got it? So because of that, your passbook balance has reduced. To make it equal, you are gonna add them. So we are adding this one. Got it? So now the next transaction. Checks issued. We have given checks to someone. That time how we will write? We will be writing here. You have made the payment. Correct? You have issued check to someone. You have written in the payment side. Now what is your balance? 8,000. But here how much you have? 10,000 you have. To make it equal, what you are going to do? Here also you are going to reduce. So what I am doing here? Checks issued but not presented in bank. But not presented also you can leave off. Such kind of transactions we will be writing here. Okay. Next. If bank receives any income directly, okay, bank receives any kind of incomes like interest received, dividend it has received, rent someone paid directly in the bank, such kind of transactions entered only in the bank. Correct? Here we didn't enter. Because of that your cash book balance has reduced. So that one also I am gonna subtract. So what I will write? Direct receipts in bank or direct receipts by bank, anything you can call. Okay, sometimes some of the customers will be depositing in your account directly without informing to you. They will directly receiving or they are directly paying to the bank in your account. So that transaction you doesn't know. So because of that again you are getting the difference. Got it? So such kind of transaction. So I am calling it direct receipts in the bank, or else you can call it incomes directly received. Such kind of transactions all we are gonna subtract. Name might be changing. Bank charges paid, interest on dividend received, okay, or else debtors paid directly in the bank, or else interest on overdraft, such kind of things. Names will be different, but finally what it is an expense, that's all. Okay, here whatever they call directly, finally it is a receipt to you. Just remember those two things. If it is expense, write down add. If it is income, write less. Okay, so after taking all, I have done the total, some balance I got, again I did the total. After subtracting whatever answer I am getting, that is called as, here balance as per passbook, so it will be called as balance as per cash book or overdraft as per passbook. So one thing, if you remember, everything goes opposite. Just you remember that one, that is enough for you. Okay, if they give you balance as per passbook, the answer will be balance as per cash book. Everything add less is same. Overdraft as per cash book, the answer will be overdraft as per passbook. Add and less, everything is same. If in the question they gives me balance as per cash book, again the same method I am supposed to use. If you done the same method, exactly opposite you are doing. Okay, so that time again one more method we have to remember, ma'am. Again one more add, one more less we have to do. We may get confused, correct? So what we will be doing? Do the same thing. You write down balance as per cash book. These transactions write down like this. So this add will become less. This less will become add. That's it. This add will become less. This less will become add. That's it, your answer is correct. You need not to remember so many formats. Only the small tips. At least this much you have to remember. At least this much you have to remember. Instead of remembering 4 formats, I reduced into single format. So when we reduce into single format, few things you have to remember. Got it? All of you understood this one? Then you just take the screenshot of that. Please copy this one. Next class we will be solving 2 problems at a time. Okay, one is with balance as per passbook, one is with balance as per cash book. Other things will be going vice versa. Okay, vice versa, you know the meaning of that? Very good. So now you understood the video. Please like it, share it and subscribe it. Let all the students receive these videos. Okay, first copy this one. Thank you. Bye bye.